A while back, I talked about my favorite scene in 1984, where they're having the big rally, and the person who's doing the rally is denouncing Eurasia and talking about how evil they are and going through this big list of crimes they committed. And this is after an entire week of propaganda, just all focused around hating Eurasia. And then halfway through his speech, someone hands him a piece of paper, and without even taking a breath, changes it from Eurasia to East Asia. And then everyone goes, "We've always been at war with East Asia." And like a goldfish, everybody's switch just flips. They forget the last like week, and they're immediately just like, "Yes, we hate East Asia now. We've always hated East Asia." And the past just completely disappears. Now, when I read that, I thought that that was parody. I thought that was a joke. I thought that was kind of an exaggeration of how quick narratives can change. But the example I gave at the time was the whole Joe Biden mental fitness thing. Because an hour prior to the debate, if you look at what people were saying, they were saying you're like mentally ill if you think that Biden has cognitive decline. He's sharp as a tack. He's the smartest man to ever be president. He's a genius. And then within 5 minutes of the debate ending, the same person who for the last 6 months has been saying every day that you're mentally ill or a conspiracy theorist if you think Biden has cognitive decline immediately changed and just started to say that no, Biden needs to go. He's horrible. He has dementia. He has to leave. And they didn't even acknowledge their previous position. And you could see that it wasn't just the opinion makers, but just the entire Democrat voting base, and just a lot of the American population immediately just changed, and they completely forgot everything they'd said for the last 6 months. And we have another case of this recently, which is the whole the Trump conviction thing, because we had all these people who, for the last like 8 years, have been talking about how the justice system is evil, the police are corrupt, no justice, no peace. All these like innocent people are in jail and stuff like that. And now that Trump's been convicted, we have this absolute faith in the justice system. Everybody in jail, everyone who's convicted is 100% guilty. There's no corruption in it. All the judges are just awesome. It's amazing and stuff like that. And they don't like even acknowledge or understand that they've completely flipped. So, I wanted to take that and combine it with the NPC meme, which I think is a very accurate way of describing public opinion, and come up with a term for that. A term for a sudden and total change in someone's, I don't know if you want to say opinion, worldview, whatever, without any acknowledgement or explanation. I liken it to, I don't know, like an enemy has targeting priority. So when something with higher targeting priority comes in, they immediately stop shooting at whatever they're shooting at and move to shoot at the next thing. Or like in Skyrim or something, or I'm not sure if it's Skyrim, but in a lot of open world games, if you just start shooting people, then all the enemies will just turn hostile and attack you, even ones that have no way of knowing that you did whatever the action is you were supposed to have done. And so these are the terms that I've come up with, and maybe I'll do a poll if we can get agreement on a couple really good ones. So, of the terms that I was thinking of, my favorites are firmware update. I think that one's pretty good because firmware is the very basic core software that is on hardware, like on a Fitbit or on a television or a modem or something like that. It's very simple, fundamental software. A hotfix or a bug fix, just because it's a very rapid change that's rushed out to adjust something. So like the hot fix for them thinking Biden is sharp as a tack is that they like changed the value from Biden is sharp as a tack true to Biden is sharp as a tack false. We have event trigger. That's when something happens in a game or a computer that has a mechanistic reaction effect on everything else in the game or the system. We have content update, which I just think is kind of a funny way of putting it, because you're updating the content of their software. But then there were some other ones I had come up with. We had TOS change, or terms of service change, because it's their change to a terms of service of existence. Profile change, mode selection. I was kind of going for some sort of difficulty setting thing there, but it's not exactly difficulty. It's more like you're choosing a different mode, like time attack versus deathmatch or something like that. Preset change, scripted event, behavior toggle, bug fix. Oh, I already had that. Whatever. Content update. We have DLC or DLC release, just patch in general. Balance update, which I don't know why that one just puts a smile on my face. It doesn't entirely make sense, but I just like it. Changelog, compatibility mode, system update, bug patch, key rebinding, preset configurations, or BIOS update. So I'm just wondering if people have any particular preference, if maybe there's something I'm missing. I'm leaning towards either firmware update or hotfix. I think both of those really summarize it well. I just think it's too funny and to not have a term for it. And I think it just conveys better than anything else just how insane the entire phenomenon is. Because it is basically just you install a piece of software and just the whole thing changes, and it's just the previous data didn't exist. It's been overridden. The programming's been overridden. The cache's been cleansed or whatever. Someone ran disk check or space clean or whatever it's called. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. God bless, and more exciting content to come.